Hello and welcome to Cricbuzz Comm Box. I'm Saiyami Kher and I've got Simon Doull with me. Simon, everything going right for RCB. 118 for 1 in their 10 overs. SRH were 113 for 3 after their 10 overs. So clearly RCB are way ahead of where SRH was because of those 2 wickets as well.
Yeah, 2 wickets to the better. Phil Salt's picked up his rate from where he started, and Kohli sort of started fast. I thought Salt might set the tempo a little more, but Virat Kohli started really well. I mean, he played some beautiful shots, was powerful, the more aggressive of the 2 early on. They picked him up, which they would have been happy with, but this little partnership going now and Salt actually building a bit more momentum. It's going along quite nicely for CB at the minute. And work to do.
Hyderabad, they are not going to be happy with the way they've been in the field. That ball just wouldn't stay anywhere close to Nitish Kumar Reddy because Virat was dropped, and then just a lot of misfields. So Hyderabad's not going to be a happy side.
No, it hasn't been a good night in the field for them at all. And some of the bowling, I mean, Harshal, how often we've seen this year just those full tosses.
Yes.
No balls, waist high, over waist height. Getting away with that one. Obviously, Phil Salt would have been happy to see that it was 3 centimetres above his waist. They just have been a little bit untidy in the field in particular. So they'll need to pick that up. And one thing they have to think about is, remember Tim David left the field?
Yes.
Hamstring injury, it looked like. So he's probably not going to be able to come out and bat and run at all. So they're a couple of wickets away from getting Patidar in, from getting Krunal and maybe Romario Shepherd. Just got to think about the fact that if Tim David can't bat or cannot run if he does have to come out to bat, then just chip away. Keep chipping away. There's no need to give it away just yet, but they do need a couple of wickets and maybe put some pressure on Mayank Agarwal as well. He was 10 from 7 when we came on the comm box. So just put a little bit of pressure on him and see if they can keep Salt away from strike a little bit and just try and build some pressure that way. But at the moment, Bengaluru, they're in front of the game.
But Simon, we know that Mayank likes to take his time and Phil Salt was the aggressor. With the run rate right now doesn't seem to be a problem at all. So they will be focusing on just keeping their wickets intact, you think?
Yeah, keeping their wickets intact at the moment. But you can't let that run rate, even if you've got 7, 8 wickets intact, you can't let it get to 15, 16. Yes. So, as long as they're going along at 9s, let's say, 9, the odd over a little bit more, you'll get 1 or 2 good overs in there. But as long as they're going along at 9s, they can get 12, 13 off the last 5 with plenty of wickets in hand quite comfortably with the power that they've got still to come. And, mention those names like Patidar, Krunal, Romario Shepherd. Even without Tim David, they've got enough power sitting in that dugout. So they'll be feeling pretty comfortable at the moment. But, they've got to make sure they get the job done. It's still a long way away.
Well, Phil Salt doesn't know any other way because he will get those 1 or 2 fours in the over. It's just, second nature to him to get those boundaries going. We'll have a look at Hyderabad's bowling because it's been expensive. When you give away 118 runs in those 10 overs, it will be expensive. Pat Cummins, the only one who has gone under 10, but otherwise, Simon, everyone above 10.
Yeah, and they haven't, they're just using Nitish Kumar Reddy now, I think, for his first over. So he needs to try and pull it back a little bit. Cummins, good up front. Glad to see he's taken the new ball. Unadkat was decent, but as I say, Harshal and Malinga both expensive. Harsh Dubey, that's a key wicket of Virat Kohli. If he can bowl his 4 overs on this good surface for 37, 38, I think he's done a pretty good job. So they'll have to go back to him at some stage. 2 right-handers. You'd like to think he'll get into the game a little bit more, maybe in the next over or the next couple of overs, get him back into the game and see if he can produce another bit of magic that maybe picks up another wicket.
Well, we know that Pat Cummins is very good on the field with rotating his bowlers, but what do you think he's going to do the next 10 overs?
Well, yeah, look, obviously Nitish Kumar Reddy having an over now. I'd go back to Dubey with the 2 right-handers there. Don't leave his overs for the likes of Krunal, maybe if Krunal's, or even Romario Shepherd. We know what he can do to any bowler, let alone spin. So I'd go back to him maybe in the next over, but they just need to find a couple of tight overs, a couple of overs that go for 7, 8, and all of a sudden that run rate jumps up a little bit. They put a bit of pressure on Mayank, make Salt have to take a risk or 2 and see if they can just stem the flow a touch. And every new batter that comes in, put more and more pressure on them.
So do you feel it is 60?
Oh, I'm going more. I'd probably say at the moment, you'd say 70-30
all right.
to RCB at the moment, but a wicket or 2 can change that very quickly.
Well, 70-30 it is what Simon says. RCB really wanting these 2 points to go up on that number 1 or number 2 slot. It's very, very crucial that they win because they want to get there. As we speak, Mayank Agarwal has gotten out.
Wow.
So that pressure is now going to 70-30 still?
Yeah, well, possibly. Nitish Reddy gets the wicket, so Comm Box Kher strikes. It does mean that Patidar comes in, so maybe they hold Dubé back because he plays spin so well. So things will change a little bit from Pat Cummins' point of view now, but another wicket for the Comm Box.
But you're still sticking to 70-30?
I'm going to still stick with 70-30. There are plenty of batting to come.
All right, then.
Plenty of batting to come.
You all have heard it, 70-30. Still after that wicket, we'll find out and give you all the updates in our post-match show. So do join us there. Thank you for watching Cricbuzz Comm Box.